I was so sure there was going to be like a dungeon around this corner. Dang. But this is such great design, like the way they've got little doodads everywhere so that it's not just a boring beach. I think a lot of games do that wrong, where there's a snow level or a beach and it's just plain snow or a plain beach, and they go out of their way to make it super extra boring. Whereas somebody's put some love and care into every single square inch of this entire planet. They've just given us a planet to play on. How cool is that? So happy that I'm playing this. Because I was going to play Sekiro, because I was going to do them all in release order. And then my moderator said, don't play Sekiro next, play Elden Ring next. And then play Sekiro last. And I'm like, well, okay. I don't get it, because like he's trying not to spoil things for me. But I trusted him, and this has been awesome so far. I'm hoping Sekiro is really, really good too. I think he said something like it's a bit different, whereas this one's more on course for like a Dark Souls game. So yeah, I'm intrigued. I do want to play Sekiro still too. Ah, really? We haven't had we had someone come in and say that you can play Bloodborne on PC if you use PlayStation streaming, PlayStation Now or something or other. And that there's a trial for a week that you can try first. So you can play Bloodborne and Demon Souls. But I just went straight onto this because then it didn't cost me any money. Because I already own this. Whereas paying for PlayStation Now is like a subscription. It seems interesting. Just not sure how my internet's going to handle having to stream the stream and stream to my upstairs PC and stream the game through PlayStation Now at the same time, and it's... oh, I'm not sure if my internet's going to be able to cope. But we'll see. Because, I've heard one thing about Bloodborne, and that it's Victorian. And I'm from England, and I'm like, okay, that sounds awesome. Yeah. I think the way it was described to me is that, you know, Sony has a PlayStation 5 somewhere, and then you just rent the ability to stream Sony's PlayStation 5. No matter if you own one or not yourself, you just borrow one of Sony's ones on their special streaming system. And then it's done. You're just renting it for a while. Oh, cool! I got a refresh of my flasks out of eating them. It's nice. But yeah, I used to play Armored Core as well on the PlayStation 1 and 2. And I hear there's a new Armored Core, and I was surprised to learn that that's like From Software again. I didn't realize they made Armored Core all those years ago when I'd been playing them, so apparently I've been playing FromSoft games for even longer than I thought. Oh, I remember this. Ah, this links back up with here. Okay. So that jail's just above me then. Yep. Okay, so I went all the way up through this. Aha. Interesting. Let's go do the fort. Also, is Bloodborne maybe a bit different as well from the rest of the games? Ah, that's telling, you know, because it's got like a bit of a different title. It's not called Dark Souls. It's called Bloodborne, so... okay, that would explain if it was a little bit different. And then there's Demon Souls as well, which I also don't really know much about. But I hear it's good. Ah, Lovecraftian. Awesome. Wibbly Tentacle Doom. What does that sound? Sounded like something was behind me. Huh. I'm looking forward to it, for sure. If I can get it working on the PlayStation now rather than having to buy a PlayStation 5, I would love that. Because I don't really want to buy a PlayStation 5. Mostly because I don't want to buy a TV license in England. I'm a bit worried about that. I'm not sure how well my monitor's going to support having a PlayStation plugged into it. Yeah, I don't own a TV because I don't want to buy a TV license. And then, you know, if I buy one to plug the PlayStation into, then I need a TV license. Yeah. I got a bit of a weird monitor shape though. I'm not sure if it's going to love the aspect ratio. I got an ultra wide. Oh, sorry, that's a sneeze. Hopefully that didn't come through on the mic too much. Did try and lean away. Like that Tay guy singing his song. Leans away from the mic. Chocolate rain. It's cool. I still love these ghost trees. This is like the third time I found an item just below the tree, so I'm thinking that's on theme. Like, if you see a tree, you run up to it, there's going to be a cool piece of loot that, like, upgrades your flask. I'm not sure yet, but so far trees have been good to me. Ah, damn, I always forget something when I'm streaming. Today's forgetted thing is the glasses. I'm not blind without them, but they do help. Okay, I think that's all the perimeter looked at. Loads of plants here though. Man, when I do get into crafting, I'm gonna have so much stuff I can craft. Alright, onwards and inwards. Oh, that one's a new one. A blood rose. I like that when you get something new, you get like a mid-screen pop-up. It's so cool. Oh, okay. That's good to know. I bet PlayStation 5s are expensive, though. But I might do it. Like, I like FromSoft stuff so... Whoa. I like FromSoft stuff so much that I could actually see myself buying more hardware just to play the rest of their games. I really wish Bloodborne would just come to PC. That'd be nice. I didn't like the look of those bomb pots, so I think I made the right choice there, shooting these guys out. Ah, God of War. I hear that one's come to PC. I haven't brought it yet. I usually wait for things to go on a bit of a discount before I buy them. Elden Ring's an interesting thing where I got so caught up in the hype of it's good. I brought it when it was full price, and I still didn't play it until now. So, yeah. Very excited. But then I was all like, oh, I haven't played Dark Souls 1 yet, and I'm still subscribed to this MMO, and I've got other things going on, so I haven't gotten around to playing it until now. But I don't regret it. Like, FromSoft deserved the full amount of money that I paid. You know, no doubts there. Oh god. It's a trap. Oh, the lighting here is beautiful. Look at that. The sun, like, here is just amazing. So I don't advocate this. Of course, I'm joking with this following thing. But you could always hit yourself on the head in the right place. but don't actually do that. And everyone listening on YouTube later, when I do this episode for YouTube, do not go around striking yourself on the head. You'll probably hit the wrong spot and forget something far more important. Oh, is the chat that you're chatting appearing at the bottom of the screen at the moment? I had a problem with this yesterday where I streamed for 6 hours and the chat wasn't on the stream. It was broken. Ooh. Hey, cool. I just don't know what happened yesterday, but it was broke. So I manually wrote down, which took me hours, everything that I could recover from my tablet, which I read off of, and wrote it down in a text file, and then when I go to edit the video later on, I'll have to, like... Hey, it's a guy with a baluster. I have to, like, include it. I have to sit there for hours in Photoshop and, like, add back in the chat manually with me writing it down. Oh, it's going to be so much effort. It's going to be worth it. I really like live streaming and putting my videos on YouTube. People don't usually like to watch, but I like it. I just think there's something really cool about recording how things go, especially a first playthrough. Oh, I've fought one of these before. There was one of these guys in a camp somewhere. Whoa, what? He's got a bloody sword. The one in the camp had a lance. Oh no, I rolled too early. Eat. Gotcha! Oh! Ash of War, the bloody slash. I guess that's what he was using. Right, let's see. Chat logs. Yeah, you'd think so, but there's actually there's no chat log on Twitch. I was very disappointed, but I guess I had a very interesting case. Oh, you are enjoying the stream. That's cool. And hello, Haloch Mag Waffenin? if I'm pronouncing that right. Sorry, I probably butchered that. Yeah, I think my videos are okay, but when it gets to YouTube, the average watch time on a lot of my videos is 4 seconds before people click off and click on something else. And I look at it to make sure there's nothing wrong with, like, the video. Is there anything literally wrong with the sound or the video or anything like that? And there isn't. It just looks like a normal video to me. But people can stand about 4 seconds of me and then they are gone. And that makes me sad on a lot of levels. But never mind, right? I'm sure I'll find my audience someday. I just think, like, maybe my accent isn't very clear. People can't understand what I'm saying, maybe. Something like that. I'm a little bit worried about these, because I haven't had a mimic yet. But I have had one that's given me a teleporter trap. And it teleported me over to this cave. And it was crazy hard. Oh, good, it's not a teleport trap. My word. The Dectus medallion left. Had a blue background as well, so that was interesting. I reckon it's a key item. I'm not wrong. Join the medallions to operate the grand lift of Dectus. Oh. Yeah, that cave was crazy. Like, my weapon, when I struck people with my weapon bounced off of them. And I ended up finding another cave where my weapon did that when I hit the enemies, but it was much easier. It was like a stone giant in the bottom of it. It was called like the something head troll, like the stone head troll or something. Left half of a split medallion depicting the Erd tree. Oh, that looks nice. Brandishing the medallion with both halves conjoined will activate the Grand Lift of Dectus, connecting the Altar's Plateau to Liurnia. The right half is said to reside in Fort Feroth in the Dragon Barrow, far to the east. I had a bit of subtext, I think, that said the Dragon Barrow when I walked over there. That was when I was at this bridge where this other dragon just murdered me. I think this says Dragon Barrow when you step about here before the dragon kills you. So that's interesting. I think I already know where maybe that medallion kind of is. Awesome. I love when things like meet up. So if I've defeated the guy for the fort, maybe Kenneth will want to know. Did I go down this side? I don't think I did. Ooh, that's a long drop. Hey, more loot. Smithing stones. I won't say no. I feel like already than what I could in Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 was very, like, limited in how much upgrade stuff they gave you. For quite a long time. Right, I do have a horse, so let's go a little bit faster. I guess if I want to go and tell Kenneth that his fort's cool, I should probably just teleport nearer to him. I know a lot more of the places by visually running along it than I do for the map. Because for quite a long time, all of my map was just like this kind of brown color, where I hadn't figured out that when you walk to these things, it gives you the map. So I'm just like, oh, I can't really read this map when it's just like a load of brown smudge. So I know most places by walking through them. Hey dude, I got your fort.
Ah, I've been waiting for you with bated breath. Did you manage to recapture my fort? Oh, excellent news. Just wonderful. And the knight's dead to boot. Well done, my friend. Well done indeed. I knew I was right to trust you. Now, here's your reward, as promised. Go ahead. It's all yours.
An Earthsteel dagger. Awesome. Maybe. I don't know what it's actually like, but let's... The more you play, the more you'll understand Elden Ring's map philosophy. Yeah. I really like, so far, being able to warp around to all these places. Makes a lot of sense for the way the level's designed. Like, I like that there's this menu here where you can, you know, go through everything. It's a lot better than like slowly scrolling the mouse around. But I also like that there's other shortcut, X, to just go to the round table hold. So much better than trying to, like, you know, move your cursor over to this thing, especially at this speed. Just like, ah, God, please let me play. But I did notice that you can move the cursor a lot faster once you're zoomed out more.
Right then. Time for me to head to the fort. I've much to do. First, I'll have to re-establish communication with the demi-humans. What's that look? You don't believe me? Well, under the Erd tree, commingling with the demi-humans is made possible. Even the vulgar shall not be left behind, under the rule of true order. Which is why I, Kenneth Haidt, next in line as the rightful ruler of Limgrave, have sworn to uphold it. Just you watch, my friend. Just you watch.
60 hours. Ooh, damn. That is a long time. So it's nice when you're playing a game and then you find something new. I actually like that rather than being too upset about it. But this guy, I wonder if the demi-humans are like the enemies that are beneath him and some of the guys that were leading up to the fort. Because he's saying we can be friends with the demi-humans? This is crazy, they've all attacked me on sight as like bandits. So it's kind of nice.
Ah, yes. I've been meaning to ask. Would you like to enter my service? I see bright things in your future, stout warrior. Enter into my service and learn the workings of the Erd Tree's true order. And who knows? Perhaps sometime down the line, the grace of gold will return to those tarnished eyes of yours. What say you? A fine accord, is it not?
Okay, well this guy, he was pretty horrible at the start. He's all like, oh, I'm not really sure if I want help from a tarnished. But he's come around a bit, he's been a bit nicer, especially now that I got him his fort back, so let's forgive and forget and say, yeah, sure, we'll help him out. Because, you know, maybe he'll have some more quests for me down the road, and I'm not going to hold it against him. I'm going to be the bigger man.
Very well indeed. I knew I saw something in you. I shall await you at my fort. We shall hold a ceremony for your knighting there, I think. I see great things ahead of us. We are truly by the Erd Tree blessed.
Oh, cool.
Right then, time for me to head to the fort. I've much to do. First, I'll have to re-establish communication with the demi-humans.
Alright. Didn't realize this was going to progress, like, so fast. He's going to be in the fort. We're going to become a knight. Wonder what's going to happen. I wonder what the narrator's going to say. Hopefully it's not something along the lines of, there were no survivors. Oh no, that wall killed my horse again. Whoa, uh-oh. I don't think Kenneth made it. I don't think Kenneth made it at all. Bam! Hey, a falchion. Normally they drop complete junk, but I'll take a weapon. So who's leading the fort now? And is this where poor old Kenneth is going to be lying on the floor? What? How did he get up here without... Is he actually a really good fighter or something?
Ah, you, is it? I suppose you must have seen it by now, yes. The sorry state of my fort. Oh, indeed, it is a foul fate for a land to be without a ruler. One must be found, with haste, and not that awful Godric, but a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave.
Can I be a knight, please, like you said? Hey!
I'm sorry to have lifted your hopes, but I haven't the authority to raise you to knighthood as things stand. The great Kenneth Height issues his sincerest apology. But now, I must begin my search post-haste for a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave.
Ah, betrayal. I trusted this guy. I gave him the benefit of the doubt and he let me down.
I must begin my search post-haste for a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave.
Boo. See what that knife was like that you gave me as my reward for the other thing. Oh, scales up with faith. Cool. An Erdsteel dagger with a grass crest engraved upon its blade, carried by the Erd Tree royalty for self-defense in times of peace. Though forged to a high standard, the weapon is difficult to wield. Attack power also scales with faith. Quick step. Skill prized for the crafty and fleet of foot. Perform a quick step maneuver that allows for circling around lock-on targets. Oh, that sounds cool. Okay, well, it's nowhere near as good as what I've got at +5. But let's give it a go, funsies. Huh. Makes you sort of slide. Alright. I can dig it. Gotta find someone to test it on. Alright, my highway bandits. Oh my god, the damage on this thing is terrible. Oh, Spiked Club, and it was a new one. Force blood loss build up. Nice. Club with beast fangs wrapped around the striking end. The uneven spread of fangs causes blood loss. Given only to the toughest of demi-humans, this weapon is a badge of honor. Also, the demi-humans believe. Barbaric Roar. Used to roar to raise the spirit and increase attack power. While active strong attacks have a chance to savagely combo attacks. Oh, that sounds fun. I even have an item that makes roars better. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. A little bit worried wandering off into the Bear Forest at night. But them's the breaks. I can't see anything. Huh. It's one of those beetles, but it's flying? Weird. Never seen one fly before.